Good morning. Today I will tell you about the joints. Okay, so before going to start the joints, uh, let us first we have to understand about why we are study the joints. Why we are going to study the joints. What would be the outcomes of the joints? So see, first one we are going to discuss about the objectives. Now we can here identify and describe the different types of the joints, the function of the joints, distinguish between the different types of the joints and provide an example of the each joints, a particular joints with examples. We can tell that the microscopic structure and the macroscopic structure that is involved with the joints, because joints is you can say it is the connection of the two bones. Okay, it is the location where the two bones are joints. Okay, so how it will work, we are going to discuss here. After this topic, you can able to explain the function and structure of the joints, different classification of the joints, how many types of the joints present in the body, you can explain it. You can describe the different uh, involvement in the joint, like the fibrous, there's cartilaginous tissue is there, synovial joints, and with examples, lots of example will I will give you. You can also explain about the function, that is the movement, how the joints will help in the movement. You can describe the structure of a specific body joints and the movement that will allow, because we know the joints will allow the movement of the such particular types of the movement. So that movement you can explain. Now if you're going to start the joints, we must have understand joint is just the junction between the two or more bones. Okay, the two or more bones, when they are gonna to connect each other, that's called a joint, jodana. Okay, it is also called the articulation. So you can say it is the articulation, or you can say these the joints. With the exception of the hyoid bone, every bone in the body is connected to or forms a joint. Every bone in the body is connected to. You can see in this structure of the skeleton system, where in the last class I taught you about the different bones present in the body, in which 29 bone of the skull, in which one bone is a hyoid bone. So hyoid bone is the those bones that are the exception, that bones are not connected with such any types of the bones. Otherwise, every bone in the body is connected to the some types of the joints, and they are forming to some types of the joints by connecting to bone. There are 230 joints in the body. You can see there is a more than 200. That means you can say that there is a 230 joints present in the body. How joint function? What is the function joint of the what is the function of the joints? So joints will hold the skeletal bones together. These skeletal bones can be held together by the joints. Only is the joints that is responsible for that. Now you can understand here, because when we are moving our hand, that is only possible because there's a joint. Like we can move the wrist because there's a joint at this area, at the wrist. We can move whole arms because we have joint at the shoulder. Okay, we can move our forearms and antebrachium because we have the joints at the elbow. We can walk because we have joints at the knee. Can you can you imagine that you can walk without bending your knee? Okay, how difficult it will be if you want to walk without bending your leg. You know how much difficult it will be. So joints hold the skeleton system, skeletals together. So all the bones in the skeletal, that is holding the joints. First function of the joint is the hold the skeleton bones together. Second function is allow the skeleton some flexibility, so the gross movement can occur. As like I told you, you can rotate your hands, arms, because synovial joint is there, so it will move some flexibility. You can bend your like forearm is there. Okay, that is the flexion and extension. So there's some flexibility. So this joint will also allow the skeleton some flexibility. So the movement is possible, and joint will also causes the make the bone growth possible. So these are the joint function. Now we are going to see the joint classification. So in joint classification, you can classify the joints according to their movement, according to their tissue types. Okay, that means you can classify the joints in two category. One category according to the tissue involved. Okay, so which type of the tissue are going to involve in the joints, so according to that tissue you can categorized. Or second, you can classify it according to movement, which type of the movement is there. It is non-movable, it is slightly movable, it is immovable, which types of the movable is there. So according to movement you can classify the joints. So joints का जो classification है उसे आप दो भागों में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, बांट सकते हैं. एक वो joints according to movement, ठीक है, जो मोशन के अकॉर्डिंग हम जॉइंट्स को क्लासीफाई कर सकते हैं कि हाँ ये जॉइंट मूव फ्रीली मूव कर रहा है, ये वाले जॉइंट्स बहुत कम मूव कर रहे हैं, ये वाले जॉइंट्स बिल्कुल मूव नहीं कर रहे हैं. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू मूवमेंट हम क्लासीफाई कर सकते हैं. सेकंड जो क्लासिफिकेशन हम कर सकते हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू टिश्यू, कि इस जॉइंट्स में ये टिश्यू पाया जाता है, या फाइब्रस टिश्यू है, इसमें कार्टिलेजिनस टिश्यू है, इसमें साइनोवियल टिश्यू है, व्हाटएवर इज दैट. Okay, so joint can be classified on the basis of their movement and the tissue type. Okay, these are the 2 points. So when you want to go to classify the joints, you can classify the joints. Now joint is classified according to movement, immovable, slightly, freely movable. Okay, so according to the movement, you can classify the joint. Is the first is the immovable joint, slightly movable joints, and freely movable joints. ठीक है, तो मूवमेंट के अकॉर्डिंग जो हम जॉइंट क्लासिफिकेशन कर रहे हैं, तो सबसे पहला कौन सा क्लासिफिकेशन जॉइंट्स होगा? इमूवेबल. वो जॉइंट्स जो बिल्कुल मूव नहीं कर रहे हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड द इमूवेबल जॉइंट्स. दूसरी कैटेगरी हमारी कौन सी जॉइंट्स की? स्लाइटली मूवेबल जॉइंट्स. वो जॉइंट्स जो मूव तो कर रहे हैं लेकिन स्लाइटली, थोड़ा बहुत मूव करेंगे, दैट इज द स्लाइटली मूवेबल. फिर एक तीसरा मूवमेंट भी हमारे पास है, फ्रीली मूवेबल. वो जॉइंट्स जो फ्रीली मूव कर रहे हो. ओके, सो यू कैन सी हियर देयर इज ए इमूवेबल जॉइंट, slightly movable joints, and freely movable joints. So these three types of the joints is totally depends upon the movement. So that is the reason we divided the joints according, we classify the joints according to their movement. So there's the immovable joints, slightly movable joints, freely movable joints. Immovable joints are those joints that cannot be moved. For example, your skull. In the last class, if you remember, I told you there's the sutures, the 4 sutures in the skull, that is going to connect the skull's bone and make a one heart. Okay, so that is the immobile joints. You cannot move these sutures, you cannot move the our parietal, temporal, occipital, frontal, you cannot move, because we know the frontal is attached to the parietal are attached to also each other, parietal are also attached to the temporal, and parietal are also attached to the occipital. So बीच में parietal है, frontal से भी जुड़ा है, temporal से भी जुड़ा है, occipital से भी जुड़े हैं, और चूंकि parietals left and right हैं तो parietal आपस में भी जुड़े हुए हैं. These are the immovable joints, you cannot move. And other joints in the body are the slightly movable, those who can move but not much flexible, so it is slightly movable. And someone is the freely movable, like your arms is a freely movable synovial joints, so that is the movement. Now if you're going to classify the joints according to the tissue, then you can classify it like the fibrous tissue, cartilaginous tissue, and synovial tissue. सो वो टिश्यू, वो जॉइंट्स जो टिश्यू जो फाइब्रस टिश्यू से बने हुए हैं, वो जॉइंट जो कार्टिलेज से बने हुए हैं, और वो जॉइंट्स जो साइनोवियल जॉइंट्स हैं. नाउ यू कैन सी द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ द जॉइंट. द फर्स्ट वन इज द immovable. You can also say the immovable joints are fixed joint. We know immovable joint is cannot be moved, immovable. In any circumstances, in any condition, is it not going to move. That is called the immovable joints. These joints are classified according to the movement. Second is the slightly movable joint. So those joints who can move but not freely, slightly is there. Okay, it is also not immovable, it is movable, it can move but slightly move, like our vertebral column. You can bend at some extension but not much so far. So that is the slightly movable joint, you can move but little bit. Third is the movable or synovial joint, that is the freely movable joints. So you can also see these type of the joints. So according to the movement, joint can be classified the immovable joint, slightly movable joint, and freely movable joint. Now come to the next, you will see the fixed or immovable joints. There are the fewer than 10 immovable joints in the body. 10 से भी कम immovable joints हैं जो body में present हैं, and they are sometimes called fibrous joint because the bone are held together by the tough fiber. Now, if you remember in the earlier slides, we divided the joints according to the movement and according to the tissue. Okay. Now here you can see the immovable joints are composed of fibrous joint. They are sometimes called a fibrous joint because the bones are held together by tough fiber. Because it is immovable, it cannot be moved, so it need to be tough, and it to be joints need to be hard, so it is also called the fibrous joint. Immovable joints can be found in the skull and pelvis, where several bones have fused together to form a rigid structure. Same condition having in the pelvis also. There's a more than 3 to 5 bones present in the pelvis, which are going to fuse together and become the one strong bone, as same as the skull. Because we have seen in the skull there is a 8 bone. Okay, cranium contains the 8 bones, like frontal one, then occipital is one, 2 bone is there, then you can say 2 parietal and 2 temporal, the 2 to 4 and 2 to 6, one ethmoid and one is sphenoid. So these 8 bones, the immovable joints are going to formed by these fused bones. Second bone, as we consider, that is the slightly movable joints. So slightly movable joints are the sometimes called cartilaginous joint. So those joints who can move a little bit, it is made up of cartilage. So either you can say these are the cartilaginous joint. Now we know the cartilage is that is also providing the strength, providing support, and making a cushion-like structure, so the bone cannot be rubbed. The bone are separated by a cushion of cartilage. Okay, एक गद्देदार cartilage. Okay, that separated the bone. जो bone को क्या कर रहे हैं, separate कर रहे होते हैं. So the joints between the vertebra in the spine are cartilaginous joints. So वो joints होते हैं जो between the vertebra, जो vertebra के बीच में होते हैं, 2 vertebra हो गई, उनके बीच में joints है. So there is a cartilage. So that is called the cartilaginous joint. The bone can move a little bit, but ligament stop them moving too far. This is why we can bend, straighten, and rotate through the back, but not too far. Now, in the slightly movable joint, you can see the structure here. There is a bone, cartilage, and bone. These are the, for example, these are the vertebrae, and it is going to make the vertebral column. And there is a between a cartilage, and surrounding them there is a ligament. So we know what is the function of the ligaments. Ligaments will attach the bone to bone. जो बोन से बोन को जोड़ती है वो लिगामेंट, ठीक है, और जो मसल्स को बोन से जोड़ती है वो टेंडन्स. ओके, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल व्हेन यू कुक द नॉन वेज in your cooker, in your oven. So when we cook very hard, when you cook for a long time, what will happen? The cells, the mass of the will be separated from the bones. Why? Because tendon is going to be melt. So when the tendon is going to melt, the pieces, the cells that will be the mass is going to separate from the joints, separate from the bones, because these are muscles are attached to the bones only by these tendons. So if the tendon is going to destroy, then muscles will leave the bones. Now here you can see the ligament. Ligament will attach the bone to bone. Okay, that is the point. Now in this case it is a slightly movable joint. Why it is called a slightly movable joints? Because you can see there you can bend a little bit like this you can bend, but not too far, because these ligaments are hold the bone together. Third one is a freely movable, or you can say the synovial joint. 90% of the joints in the body are the synovial joints, and they are the freely movable joints. Synovial joints contain a synovial fluid which is retained inside a pocket called the synovial membrane. This lubricate or oils the joint. We know there is a synovial fluid present in the synovial inside the synovial membrane in the joints. In synovial joints, there is a synovial membrane, and within the membrane there is a fluid that will be called the synovial fluids. Synovial fluids will help to lubricate the bones. Otherwise, what will happen? The bone is gonna to rub each other, and if the bone is rubbing to each other, bone is then friction will be there, and the swelling, pain, inflammation, that means going to be arises. So you will feel the pain. Then that is the reason of the arthritis. That is the reason of the gout. Okay, because there is a fluids, there is a lubricants which present in the synovial joint is gonna to destroy, is gonna to eradicate, is gonna to decreased. So bone are rubbed to each other, bone that is causes the friction. Okay, so it is causes the pain. All the moving parts are held together by the ligament. These are highly mobile joints like the shoulder and knee. Just example of the freely movable or synovial joint is the shoulder and knee. Now here we can see there is a connective tissue that are vital to the function of the joint. So there are the three type of the connective tissue: tendons, ligaments, and cartilage. So these three are involved to the complete the vital function of the joints. टेंडन्स कनेक्ट द मसल्स टू बोन, जो मसल्स को बोन से कनेक्ट कर रही हो. लिगामेंट्स which are the tough elastic fiber that link the bone to bone, जो bone से bone को connect कर रही हो, that is the ligaments. And the cartilage that prevents the ends of bone rubbing together at joints, and it slipper surface also help to lubricate the joint. So that is the function of the tendons, ligament, and cartilage. Ligaments are responsible for holding the joints together. They prevent the bones moving out of position during the stress or physical activity. If they are pulled or twisted too far by extreme physical movement, ligament can tear and then joint may dislocate. Now, what will happen? Okay, see, ligament are those that is responsible for holding the joints, because we know that between the joints there is a ligament. Okay, that make a comfortable, that remove the friction, that act as a cushion. So during the physical activity, when we are doing the exercise, when we are doing the exertion on the body, then the body's bone is gonna to control by the ligament. If you are going beyond the level, if you're pulling the or twisting the too much far by the extreme pressure, by the extreme physical movement, then this ligament can be destroyed, then this ligament can be teared, and the joint will be dislocate. So yes, ligament having a very important role in our joints. But if you are going to play with the ligaments, if you're going to putting the too much pressure on your ligament, then ligament will be destroyed, and then your bone will be dislocated. Tendons anchor the muscles to bone. We know the tendon is that will connect the muscles to the bone. So tendon are here that will anchor the muscles to the bone, allowing the muscle to move the skeleton. Tendons are not very elastic. If they were, then the force produced by the muscles will be absorbed instead of creating a movement. Tendons are not very elastic. What will happen? What would be happen if the tendon having the elasticity? Because we know what is the function of the tendon. Tendon will connect the muscles to the bone. मसल्स को बोन से कनेक्ट करने का काम कौन कर रहा है? टेंडन्स कर रहा है. अब अगर टेंडन में इलास्टिसिटी की प्रॉपर्टी आ गई, now what will happen if there is any forces we applied, we produced by the muscles, that would be absorbed instead of creating the movement, because we can walk with the help of the coordination of the muscles and bone. When we walk, that is the coordination of the muscles and bone. Okay, but if their muscles are connected to the bone and that connection is tendons, and if tendon having the elasticity, then how the muscles can be give the force to the bones for the movement? That is not possible. Okay, so when the force will be produced by the muscle for the movement, that would be absorbed instead of creating the movement. So that is the reason tendons don't have the elasticity. And tendons can also be torn if subject is too much to force. Same condition like the ligaments. If you're going to apply the too much pressure, too much force, tendons can also be torn. And then the muscles will be separate from the bones. Now, ligaments and tendon are strengthened by the training. That is the reason if you are going to gym, if you are going to work out, then you will see those who are working hard, their muscles are going to be tough, because the ligaments and tendons, both how you can provide the strength. The strength inside the muscles, strength inside the ligaments, strength inside the tendons, you can increase by the regular activities and training. Now, these are the three general groups of the joint: fibrous, cartilaginous, synovial. Fibrous, classified by the suture; cartilaginous, connected entirely by the cartilage; and synovial, most common and most movable joints. Synovial joints की अगर हम बात करें, articular ends covered in the hyaline cartilage and held together by the dense connective tissue. This joint is end covered in hyaline cartilage and held together by dense connective tissue. Joint capsule made up of ligament and synovial membrane. So these are the joint capsule that is made up of the ligament and synovial membrane. Some synovial joints have shock absorbing pad called the menisci and fluid filled sac called the bursa. So these a few synovial joint is there who have shock absorbing pads. That means when there is any injury will be occurred, that pad will absorb the shock, and that is called the menisci. And there is a fluid filled inside the sac that will be called the bursa. So there's the six type of the synovial joints is present inside the body. So ये छह synovial joints हैं हमारे body में. ठीक है, तो पहला ball and socket joints. पहले before एक बार फिर से समझ लीजिए synovial joints क्या होते हैं. Synovial joints are those articular, they are those joints who end the covered in a hyaline cartilage. Okay, and held together by the dense connective tissue. So dense connective tissue are those tissue who are uh, making synovial joints complete. So these joint capsules made up of the ligament and synovial membrane. So दो चीजों से बने होंगे ये कैप्सूल. जो आउटर लेयर है वो लिगामेंट से, और जो इनर लेयर है वो synovial membrane से. So you can see the articular capsule is there, fibrous capsule and synovial membrane. Now the six types of the synovial joints are the ball and socket joints, condyloid joints, gliding joints, hinge joints, pivot joints, and saddle joints. So these are the six types of the joints. फिर से सुन लीजिए: ball and socket, condyloid, gliding, hinge, pivot, and saddle. Now these are the different joints you can see here. Okay, so we are gonna to explain one by one. You can see the A, that is the pivot joint, is look like this, and that will between the, you can say, the vertebral column between the C1 and C2 vertebrae. You can see the ball and socket joints where there will be a socket structure and another bone having the ball structure. So these are going to two joints like the hip bone. You can see the structure in the hip bone where the femur head is going to fix into the pelvic bone. Okay, so these are the hip bone. You can also see then another one is the, that means condyloid joints. रेडियस एंड द कार्पल्स बोन ऑफ द रिस्ट, जो हमारे रिस्ट की रेडियस और कार्पल्स बोन है उनके बीच में जो जॉइंट्स होते हैं, दैट इज द कॉन्डोलॉइड जॉइंट्स. प्लेन जॉइंट्स दैट इज बिटवीन द टॉर्सल बोन्स में होती हैं. सैडल जॉइंट्स जो ट्रेपेजियम कार्पल्स बोन एंड फर्स्ट मेटाकार्पल्स बोन्स में होती हैं. एंड हिंग जॉइंट, दैट इज जो हमारी एल्बो की जो जॉइंट होती है, हिंग जॉइंट्स होती है. सो वी आर गोना टू एक्सप्लेन द जॉइंट्स. नाउ इन बॉल एंड सॉकेट जॉइंट्स, the rounded end of the one bone fit inside a cup set ending of the another bone. इसमें बॉल एंड सॉकेट में बड़ा सिंपल सा कॉन्सेप्ट है, एक बोन बॉल के आकार का और एक बोन सॉकेट. So these are going to fixed each other, like the hip bone is there. So ball and socket joints allow the movement in all direction and also rotation. Now you can see, if there is a one socket is there and one ball is there, and this ball is going to put inside the socket. Now this ball is can move like the in any direction. Okay, so that is called the ball and socket joint. So the most joint in the body are all the ball and socket joints, like the shoulder is ball and socket, hip and ball and socket joints. You can see here, ball and socket joint consist of a bone with a ball shaped head that attach with the cup shaped cavity and another bone. Next will be condyloid joints. Condyloid joints, an oval shaped condyle of one bone fits into an elliptical cavity of the another bone. So this type of the joints permit a variety of the movement in a different plane. It however does not permit the rotation movement. एग्जाम्पल देखिए इसका, तो दिस जॉइंट वुड बी बिटवीन द मेटाकार्पल्स एंड द फैलेंजीज. जो हमारे मेटाकार्पल्स में, इट इज ए कार्पल्स, इट इज ए मेटाकार्पल्स, इट इज ए फैलेंजीज. सो जो मेटाकार्पल्स और फैलेंजीज के बीच में जो जॉइंट्स है, दीज जॉइंट्स आर कॉल्ड द कॉन्डोलॉइड जॉइंट्स. यू कैन सी इन द इमेजेस, देयर इज ए मेटाकार्पल्स जॉइंट, there is a phalanges, and then you can see here, these are the carpals, these are the carpo metacarpal joint. So the joints between the metacarpal and phalanges are the condyloid joints. So you can see how the condyloid joints will work look like. Condyloid joints have an oval shaped bone end which fits into the corresponding shaped bone ends, and they allow the forwards, backward, left and right movement, but not rotation. You cannot rotate your these things, but forward and movement, forward and backward movement is possible. Between the metacarpals and phalanges in the hand. Another joint is the gliding joint. Gliding, that means have two flat faces of bone that slide over one another. दो bone, flat bone एक दूसरे के ऊपर slide करते हुए, that is called the gliding. जैसे gliders होते हैं, उससे the gliding joints. They allow a teeny bit movement in all direction. Okay, you can move like this. In all direction you can move a little bit. So that is called the gliding joints. Like the tarsals in the ankle. जो हमारे ankle में tarsals bone है, उनके बीच में जो joints है, that will be the gliding joint. Now, gliding joint has nearly flat or slightly curved, nearly flat or slightly curved articulating surface. This type of joint allow the sliding and twisting the movement. Example of this one include the joint within the wrist and the ankle. जो हमारे wrist में है वो भी gliding joints हैं. Vertebra, the sacroiliac joints and the joints formed by the ribs, जो 2 से 7 के ribs में होती है, connecting with the sternum. These are the gliding joints. Another example is the pivot joint. So our अगली joints है, that is the pivot joint. Pivot joints have a ring of bone that fits over a bone protrusion around which it can be rotated. So pivot joints are those joints who have a ring type of the structure, okay, and they fit over a bone protrusion. So protrusion are those part of the bone that is gonna to erect. So that is called the protrusion. जो निकले हुए भाग होते हैं bones के, उसमें ये bones क्या होते हैं? It is a ring type of structure. It is gonna to fit into that, and it can rotate. So that is the pivot joint. And these joints will only allow the rotation. The joint between the atlas and axis in the neck, हमारे जो atlas और axis है जो, okay, which allow to shake your head. So that is gonna to pivot joint. The cylindrical surface of one bone rotate within a ring formed by the bone and ligament. Another joint we have that will be the saddle joint. Now saddle joint forms between the bones whose articulating the surface have both concave and convex region. So those bones whose surface having the concave and convex region, the surface of one bone fits the complementary surface of the other bone. This type of joints are permit a variety of the movement. Example would be the joint between the trapezium and the metacarpal bone of the thumb. Okay, so that is the saddle joints. Okay, so where there is a little bit rotation will be also there. So surface of the one is going to fit into the another. Like you can see here in saddle joints, the end of two bone fit together. You can see the diagram is mentioned here in saddle joints. The end of the two bones are fit together in a special way, allowing a movement forward and backward, left to right, but not rotation. Okay. Example, thumb is the only one saddle joint. Another joint we have the hinge joint. As their name suggests, only allow the forward and backward movement. So hinge joints वो joints होती हैं जो forward और backward movement को allow करती हैं. For example, the knee and elbow. The knee and elbow is can going to forward and backward is the only direction is there. Okay, like flexion extension. Like you can see another like laptop. When you can see the laptop can be open is only one directions and then go out to closed, open and closed. So laptop joint is also called the hinge joint. So hinge joint, the convex surface of the one bone fits into the concave surface of the another. Now these are the several joint movement. Which type of the movement is there? So we can see the joints having the several movement, like the flexion is there. Bending parts at the joint so that the angle between them decreases and the parts come closer together, like the bending lower limb to a knee. That is the flexion. So in the flexion, you can bend the parts at the joint so that the angle between them decrease. अगर आप अपने पैर को बेंड करें तो जो एंगल बन रही है आपके थाई और लेग्स के बीच में, that that is gonna to decrease. वो एंगल कम हो जाएंगे. Okay, and the leg is gonna to closer. So that is called the flexion. So ये जो direction है, when you lower your leg, it is called the flexion. इसके अगेंस्ट जो हम जो करेंगे, that is the extension, like the strengthening the parts at the joint so that the angle between them is increases and the part move further apart. जब हम leg को पूरा सीधा कर लेंगे, okay, so there's a the angle between these two is going to increase, so that is called the extension. Example is strengthening the lower limb at the knee. Okay, so these are called the flexion and extension movement. Another having the hyperextension, the excess extension of the part at a joint beyond the anatomical position. Okay, so अगर उसी extension को हम और high उसे उठाएं, okay, beyond the anatomical position, that will call the hyperextension. Like bending the head back beyond the upright position, bending the head back beyond the upright position. You can bend your head back. How much back? So that will call the hyperextension. Dorsiflexion is another movement, bending the foot at the ankle toward the shin. अपने ankle को bend करना, okay, bending the foot at the ankle. So foot को आप bend कर रहे हो ankle से किसकी तरफ, shin की तरफ. So that will be the dorsiflexion. एग्जाम्पल बेंडिंग द फूट अपवर्ड. अगर आप पेंटिंग अपने फूट को अगर आप ऊपर की तरफ बेंड कर रहे हो, सो दैट इज द डॉर्सिफ्लेक्शन. अदरवाइज it will, when we are going to like this, it is a plantar flexion. So when bending the foot at the ankle toward the sole, जब आप अपने ankle को सोल की तरफ मूव कर रहे हो तो ये plantar flexion है, otherwise it is a dorsiflexion. Abduction is the another movement, like moving a part away from the midline. From the center, from the midline, when you are moving a parts away, that is called the abduction. Like lifting the upper limb horizontally to form a right angle with the side of the body. So this is called the abduction, while it is called the adduction. Moving a part toward the midline. So when you come back with your parts at the midline, it is called the adduction, like returning the upper limbs from a horizontal position to the side of the body. So it is called the adduction. So it's abduction, it's adduction. Rotation, you're very familiar with the terms. Moving a part around an axis. Axis के around move करना. So twisting the head from the side to side. That is a rotation. Circumduction, moving a part so that its end follow a circular path, like moving the finger in a circular motion. अगर finger को move करे circular motion में without moving the hand, that is called the circumduction. So moving a part so that its end follow a circular path, that will call the circumduction. Supination, turning the hand so that the palm is upward or facing anteriorly, that is called the supination. While it is a pronation, turning the hand so the palm is downward or facing posteriorly. Okay, so you can see it is a supination, it is a pronation. Eversion is there, another movement having the eversion. So turning the foot so that the sole faces laterally. इस cases में क्या है, हमें foot को turn करना है, so the sole will face laterally, that will in eversion, and inversion, that will when the sole faces medially is inversion. अगर आप अपने foot को medial की तरफ उठा रहे हो, okay, ऐसे, that is inversion. अगर ऐसे उठा रहे हैं तो eversion. Another is the protraction, moving a part forward. Okay, so thrusting the chin forward, that will be called the protraction. Moving a part backward, retraction. Pulling the chin backward, it's a retraction. Elevation, rising a part. This elevation का मतलब ऊपर उठाना. So if you are shrugging the shoulder, it is called elevation. Lowering a part, it is a depression. These are the movement patterns which we have already discussed. That means different types of the joints, like the hinge joint, ball and socket joints, pivot joint, condyloid joint, saddle joints, and gliding joints. Like the hinge joint having the flexion and extension. If you're going to see type of the movement, which type of movement are present in which joint? Hinge joint, which only move like this and this, forward and backward. So there is a flexion and extension movement in the hinge joint. Example is knee and elbow. Ball and socket joints, hips and shoulder, which can rotate in all directions. So there is a flexion is there, extension is there, abduction is there, adduction is there, circumduction, rotation, all the movement is there. Pivot joint having, they have the only rotation, like example neck. Condyloid joint in the wrist, like the flexion and extension, abduction and adduction. Saddle joint is there, thumb flexion extension, abduction adduction. Gliding joint is there, having the carpals, gliding, that is going to glide, slide on each other's. So limited movement in all directions. So these are the different movement. Now we have a set of the quiz for the current lectures. Now first question is the freely movable joints are also known as. जो freely movable joints है उसे हम और क्या कह सकते हैं? The freely movable joints, like you can say the fibrous joint, cartilaginous joint, amphiarthrosis, or synovial joints. Yes, answer is the synovial joint is the freely movable joints. Which of the following is an example of a synovial joint? Joint between the tibia and fibula is synovial joint, or sternum and rib number 1, thoracic vertebrae 4 and 5, proximal end of the radius and ulna. So proximal ends of the radius and ulna, so that will be the D. It is called the synovial joint because you can rotate. Freely movable joint is there. Another question is the synovial joints have all of the following feature except one. Now which one is there? Are surrounded by an articular capsule, have synovial fluids filling the space between the articulating bones, have synovial membranes covering the articulating bone surface, are supported by reinforcing ligament. So yes, answer C is correct. How do synovial joints differ from other type of bone articulation? How do synovial joints will differ from the other type of bone articulation? So you can see they have the joint cavity. So that is the thing, it will make the difference. So yes, answer A is correct. Synovial joint differ from the other type of joints between the bones in the body because they are immovable joint. Synovial joints are the differ from the other type of the joint. Why? Because they are the immovable joints, they are the slightly movable, the bone are joined by cartilage, the ends of the articulating bones are covered by hyaline cartilage. Yes, it is covered by the hyaline cartilage. So answer D is correct. What is true of the synovial joints are also known as the amphiarthrosis. All have an articular disc to add the shock absorption. have a fluid filled space between the articulating bones. Yes, synovial joint have a fluid filled space. Okay, so there's a fluids filled space, like you can see. There's a menisci was there, membrane is there, synovial fluid is there. So answer C is correct. Which of the following is an amphiarthrotic joints? Symphysis pubis, suture in the skull, elbow, shoulder. So yes, suture in the skull is not, elbow is not, shoulder is not. So yes, remaining symphysis pubis is only there. So yes, it is the amphiarthrotic joints. What is a distinguished feature of synovial joint? synovial joint की distinguished feature कौन कौन से हो सकते हैं? There is a fluid between the articulating bones is there. You can say they are the immovable joints. The articulating bones are held together by tendons. They involve a ball and socket articulation. So we know the synovial joints having the fluid between the articulating bones. So yes, answer A is correct. So another question we have, the most of our bones that articulate at freely movable joints can be described as third class levers. What does this mean? They are efficient levers. The effort arm is longer than the load arm. The muscle tendon is inserted between the load and the joint. Yes, the muscles tendons is inserted between the load and the joint. So answer C is correct. Another question is we have the choose the correct sentence. Compact bone contains. Compact bone is mainly osteins and the lamellae, but no trabeculae is present. So yes, answer A is incorrect, B incorrect, C habitation system and canaliculi, but no osteons. It is also incorrect. But answer D, that is the osteons and lamellae, but no trabeculae is the correct answer. So yes, answer D is correct. Now these are the reference book. You can go through these books and you can read all the joints, different types of joints present inside the body. And we will meet again in the next class with some new topics. Till then, thank you.